When Raven was born, she was a beautiful looking like human girl. She was born at the Republic in the NCA hospital. Years came by and Raven was around 2 years old. She really enjoyed playing with her brothers Sanders and Steven. She finds things like very interesting, like a ball, a cup, or even a spoon for an example. Raven was born with ADHD, that's why she finds everything interesting, gets distracted all the time, and cannot sit still. She was obedient and behaved very well. When she was like 3 years old, and of course, her birthday came up, but something happened to Ray. A day later after her birthday, she was playing outside with Sanders and Steven. Steven was on the bench. Sanders was reading a newspaper. While Steven was drinking water while looking at Raven, Steven decided to go inside since Sanders was already watching her. Steven went inside and Sanders was still reading the newspaper. When Raven was building a sandcastle, she seen someone in all black, tall purple eyes, looking like a figure. She went closer to the ender. Well, it was, dark. Sanders was not paying attention. The ender put his hands on Raven and dragged her to a bush. She couldn't scream for help. Right then, 3 other endermen came up and injected her with a needle. Then someone did something to her, causing a bite mark on the left arm. She was in pain and felt uncomfortable. And then the enderman let her go, and the bite mark was still there. The enderman pushed back Raven to the backyard while she was crying. Sanders quickly ran to her and said, "Are you okay?" Raven said yeah while sobbing and crying. Sanders walked inside with her and told their mother. The mother was disappointed and asked Sanders what happened. Sanders' reply was unknown. He said he didn't know what happened. He just found her like that. A year later, the LTF showed up at the exiled man's family household, stating, "This is Defense Tailed Force. We need to look for Raven." Kazuki smiles immediately. The LTF had said to the father of the family. "Wait, what? Why?" The father said, but the LTF just walked in. Steven and Sanders and Raven was in the kitchen table talking. Right before Sanders could say what he was saying, the LTF took Raven out the door. "Wait, what are you doing?" The mother said while crying and sobbing. "We are protecting the city from danger. Please cooperate or we will have to exterminate you." The mother couldn't or didn't understand. All they could do is watch Raven being taken away. It all started when Raven was 4 years old at the SAS Foundation while getting tested on. The Foundation began torture to Raven while she was in severe pain. After testing, the SAS Foundation decided to throw away Raven because the researchers said it was useless. Raven was taken away by her real parents. It's because Raven was turning into something like an ender. Right after, when the Foundation decided to throw away Raven, she began to walk into the forest that ended up on a mountain called Mount T. She found a little shelter there and stayed the night, but one day was different. It was snowing outside while a shadow was walking towards the door of the shelter. She made a sound of threat, a growl, but a human saw that she was alone and had holes in her hand. The human wanted her hand to grab his hand to follow him. The ender was surprised and grabbed Albert's hand and started running further away from the mountain. They were walking for hours, and Raven started to get tired, but Albert stopped them and let them both rest for a bit. "Hello, my name's Albert," Albert introduced to Raven. She couldn't reply as she tried to. "I tried helping you. I saw that you were being controlled by the Foundation, and I just couldn't watch. So I tried to look for you. Till then I found a little shelter that you were in," Albert said to Raven. Ray looked at Albert as if she can trust Albert enough to help her. We can't stay here for long. We gotta move. I know they're trying to look for us. The LTF. As Albert explained to Raven, they started to run even further away from the, mountain. As the LTF was looking around the snowy area that Raven and Albert were just in, they saw footprints on the ground, and they started to follow them with armed personnel and guns. 7:09 p.m. is where Albert offered Raven a grape. Say ah. Raven followed Albert's rules and succeeded. Raven chewed on the grape and really liked it. Am I trusted? Raven spoke in English. Albert and Raven looked at each other in the eyes. Yes, you're trusted. I love you. Raven's heart was successful until he trusted by Albert and smiles. Kasuki Raven smiles is crying in happiness as she heard Albert say I love you to her. Raven leaned and hugged Albert while they were sitting on the soft snow. Stop right there, LTF Unit 4 shouted. Albert and Raven were caught.